Okay, this should be a third recording for the evening. Please, for anyone who's watching this later on, this is part of a live session that we held on the 11th of August 2023. And in these sessions, what we typically do is I take questions from subscribers who have issues that they need to deal with on ArchiCAD, and I make short videos specifically based on those requests, and as much as possible I try to take as many as I can within the time for such sessions. So in this particular video, what we are going to be doing is to attempt to create a roof that is similar to this. Alright, so from what I can see, the roof cuts across more than one level, and I think it's going to stop somewhere here. I'm not seeing much more. I can tell it's already a gable roof. I could also utilize the shell tool. So what I'm going to use for this is a combination of a gable roof and the muff. Alright, so let's quickly dive into it. I don't know what the floor plan of that building looks like, but from what I can see on this image, I'm going to assume on the ground we have a boxy shape, and then at the top something similar, but then we have a third floor where the roof covers and goes down to the ground. So let's just quickly get something like this on the ground. I'm just going to duplicate it to the two floors, so Ctrl C, and here I paste, and over here I paste again. But on the first floor, based on what I can see, and please let's keep in mind that the idea behind this video isn't to copy that exactly. I'm switching to the generic so I can adjust the height. I'm surprised the height is fixed here. I should be able to edit it. Alright, so say 600 millimeters, and just something like this. This appears way closer than I assumed it would have. The thickness can reduce to like 150 millimeters, and it ought to come out a bit more. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to create that roof. In this case, I'm just going to go with a box. I'm using a hip roof system, and I'm just going to draw a box over here. And one might be wondering where exactly I'm headed. Well, the first important thing I want to acknowledge is this particular edge. I'm going to set it to be a gable edge, and then we can see the way the roof symbol changes. So when I get into the 3D here, it's probably going to be a bit messed up. I was assuming something like this would be the case. I can see these walls that didn't get all the way up, so let me quickly address them. This, and this. Change their type. I'm going here, link it to the first one, and I hope that's all there should be to it. That wasn't all. Okay, come here, change this to 0, and that should go up a bit. Repeat the same thing here, this to 0, and that should go up. Alright, so something like this, but then we want the roof to be thicker than it already appears. So in this case, I'm going to use this thickness and set it to about 150 millimeters. Then I want this edge to come up. So what am I going to do to raise this edge to around this level? What I'm going to do is to click on the surface of the roof itself, not on the reference line, and when I adjust, it's going to adjust just that edge. Okay, and the reference line still remains here, so I will take it to the height that I need it to be at. I don't know what it is as regarding that image, but yeah, something like this appears close enough. Then I'm going to take this specific wall, it's picking all of them. Suspend your grouping, and I'm just going to raise the height of this wall till it covers the entire area. Then I think I'm going to just adjust on the first story. I'm going to adjust this wall to come out a bit more, maybe to around here. Yeah, this seems to work. Then I'm going to select this wall. I'll break it around here and then raise the height of this portion. So to be certain as to where I need to break it, I made the other floor to be visible. Then I'm going to pick just this segment and raise the height. So there's something else I need to do, and that's the fact that I don't like all of these that are showing above the roof. So I'm going to select this and this and this lastly. I'm going to open the solid elements operations, set them as the target, select the roof as the operator, and subtract with upward extrusion, and there we have it. The roof seems reasonably neat, and even though, as I said, it's not very exact to what we have here, we can all agree that the concept is really similar. I'm not really interested in the rest of this whole facade. The idea was just showing you how the roof system could be created. So I'm going to offset this a bit outwards once again, so that I can bring up the part of the morph I mentioned earlier. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to draw an elevation marker in front of here and face it towards the building. Then I'm going to open the elevation. Then I'm going to use the morph tool. I'm going to start here. I'm not going to use the box morph, I'm going to use this one so I can draw a free form. So I'm going to pull it to this point and maybe go around here. Then just go alright, so let's go close it up to here and finalize it here. So I'm going to set the color of this to be titanium white. If you've seen me doing any kind of texturing on ArchiCAD, you know that that's my favorite white. And then I'm going to give it a whole lot of thickness. Not because of it needs to be this thick, but because I can take away the unnecessary parts. Alright, so I'm going to set this to be cut only, so we don't see everything, we just see the parts of it that we need to see. Alright, so it was cut here. Then I'm going to use this to break it off and then take away that portion, and now we have something like this. So to Mr. Usman, I hope this was helpful. I believe you should be able to place doors and windows on this and take it up from there. I would upload this as quickly as possible and move into the next one. Anybody who has watched up to this point and has a need for something he wants to learn on ArchiCAD, the link to our WhatsApp group is attached to this video. Click on that link and you'll be accepted into the group, and feel free to ask whatever you have in mind. I will definitely answer. See you guys in the next one. Leave a like, and if you've not subscribed up till now, please subscribe. Bye for now.